Hey guys, hello everybody. This is gonna be a sit down, like a chit chat, but a very special one. When it's time to commemorate, it's a very personal moment for everyone out here, but for us who always share positive energy, positive vibes, sad times like this, we don't know how to act, to be honest. I'm speaking for myself. I remember years ago I did a video during a commemoration. I don't remember, but it was a long time ago. But this year I felt like I needed to come and talk to you guys because I am a proud Rwandan. And I just wanted to share a positive video. I didn't write down any notes. I just want to speak from my heart, and hopefully this will help. Hopefully this will resonate with somebody. I'm speaking in English because I know that a lot of Rwandans understand English and some Rwandans don't speak Kinyarwanda, especially in the diaspora. So let's speak in English. Ariko murabizi ko ntabwo ari uko ntananiwe kuvuga Ikinyarwanda, you guys know, but let's just make this message go international. Yeah, let's just dive into this video. You guys know me, I love sharing positive vibes, positive energy, and that's what I'm gonna do, because 30 years of fighting to keep the country going forward, 30 years of building our country after the 1994 genocide against the Tutsi. It's a victory. This is not the message a lot of people are sharing, and I understand. Many people are sharing their testimonies, but for us who were not there, I was born 4 years later. I am a 1998 baby. So I didn't see any of what happened in real time. I can't even imagine when we see videos or photos on TV, or when we hear people talking about their testimonies, how they went through every day, giving us story times. Like, it's hard. I can't even imagine, trust me. I feel so sorry for everyone who was alive in those times. But what do we do as the youth, as babies who were born after that tragedy? How do we move forward coming from a country with those big wounds and scars? And what do we do with this yearly commemoration, with this yearly reminder of what happened? What do we do? A lot of people from my generation are invested. Some of them are physically in Rwanda. They show up, and that is amazing. But I am sure that there are others that don't know how to act. I'm sure that there are others that don't know what to do. When it's this time around the year, they are blocked. Like, they don't know how to act. They don't know what to post. They don't know what to say. They feel like it's not their place to say anything. I just want to tell you, we are all connected with what happened, directly or indirectly. Rwanda is your country. Rwanda is your motherland. Whether you were born there or not, if you feel like you are Rwandan, if you know that you are Rwandan, you should be invested. Let me give you guys a story time. I was younger than 10 years old, if I remember. That's when I was like, what is happening? I feel like every year we kind of have this week or two where everything is different. Everything is sad. People mourn. People change their tones, especially on the radio. That was the thing that was like different. And I remember when I was like maybe 8 or 7, I was pressuring my mom to give me explanations. I grew up with a single mom, and I don't know why I remember this year, but I remember that around April of that time that year, I was like, Mom, you need to tell us what happened. She was the only one that I could ask, because you understand, she was always close to us, to me and my sister. But I was somebody who always loved storytelling, movies and everything. And I still love a good movie, a good storytelling, documentary or whatever. So I was like, Mom, this thing is very serious, and I'm sure you was there, so I need to know what happened. I need to connect with it. I need to have a personal connection with this emotion, with this vibe that comes around every year around April. And I'm just a kid, I don't know, I follow the rest. We go to the memorial, we pray for those people, but what is it really? I remember I pressured her, and my sister was into it with me. We were like, Mom, you need to tell us the story. What happened? What was your story? How was it for you? We hear that something bad happened. We hear that a war happened. Like, we were kids, we didn't really understand the whole definition of anything. So, long story short, we used to hate taking naps, you know, kwa kuryama saa sita abana bakiri bato wifuka mugomba kuryama saa sita kugira ngo mugire imbaraga nimugoroba, whatever. I hated napping, but I was like, I need to take my nap so that tonight I'll be still awake for Mom to come and tell me the story. Anyways, she told us her story. I'm not gonna say it here, it's very personal, but she shared her story. I don't know if she told us everything, but she told me enough, and I never asked her about it again. It was really a long story. I remember she gave us all the details that we could ask for. I remember she answered all our questions. Maybe it was a soft version of it all, but we understood that it was insane. We understood that it was unimaginable. We understood that something terrible had happened. I'm sharing this personal story for you to use this as a calling, especially for young people who don't have a memory, who were not there, but who still have people who can tell them stories. Please go and get that story time. Please ask your peers, your older brothers or sisters or parents, aunts, grandma, grandpa. Ask them what happened, because it changes you. It changes you, and for the better. Trust me, it gives you a purpose, even though it's not physical, but it gives you a moral purpose. You get to understand at least the minimum of what it is to fear, to lose hope, to be scared. You get to understand, like, oh my God, I am happy I was not there. I am happy I don't remember this, even though I was maybe small. You get to understand that it's not a joke. You get to understand that this is real. This is not just some story that people want to tell every year. This is not just some, no, don't take, you just don't take it lightly. Like you put some respect on survivors, on that story, but especially you put respect on these 30 years. These 30 years, for me, You will see through this video, I might smile. I know it's a sad time, but what makes me feel positive is that we showed ourselves first, ourselves and the whole world, that we could fight for peace. We could fight for this ideology to never ruin our community ever again. We stick to our promise, the promise that we gave ourselves as Rwandans, to fight for that this won't happen again for the last 30 years. Like, this is a victory. This is good news. And I need to drink a little bit. I have cinnamon water, cold tea. That's what I'm drinking right now. I was about to talk about the speech of His Excellency Paul Kagame that he gave a few days ago. He said that pretty much his generation, some of them participated in the killings that happened in the 1994 genocide against the Tutsi. Some of them built the country from the tragedy of 1994. But he has so much hope in the next generation, in our generation, because he knows that 30 years ago we were way too young to build this country or to destroy it. But what do we do now? And he put the responsibility of building the future of Rwanda in our hands. And that touched me because it's true. Older generation is getting older. I'm sorry, but they are going away. They are passing. They are getting ill. They are no longer telling those stories. They are forgetting those stories. We know how life happens. Those older generation did their thing. Now it's up to us. We are not far from getting 30. Some of us are 30 years old. It's time we start to think about the vision we have for our country. Whether you live in it, whether you live in the diaspora, you might be living in the diaspora but planning to retire in Rwanda, planning to open a business in Rwanda, planning to marry in Rwanda, planning to move to Rwanda. You have family in Rwanda, you have friends in Rwanda. So you don't have to physically be connected with your land. It will always be your land, and it's your responsibility to have a vision for it, a bigger vision and a positive vision going forward. Everybody says that, it's true, but our story is so unique and it's very particular, and 30 years is a long time, but it's also nothing. Time flies so fast. 30 years umuntu aba abaye umugabo, ariko 30 years ukuntu it just passes by like that. You know, so we don't have to be very confident about this 30 years. Even if it's a victory, we should be proud of the progress, but we shouldn't take it for granted. We shouldn't relax too fast. You know what I'm saying? We shouldn't get loose and, forget. No. We should keep on remembering where we came from and remember that it's easier to destroy than to build. 30 years, if we get distracted, if we forget where we came from, which is easy to forget for us who are not there. Yes, twe tutari duhari biroroshye cyane kwibagirwa. Niyo mpamvu ndi kukubwira ati fatiraho hakiri babandi babibayemo bakubwire ayo mateka, so that ejo nibazaba batagihari, at least You will respect their memory. You will remember through them. And that will keep you from getting distracted. That will keep you from taking peace for granted, taking security for granted, taking unity for granted. So let's embrace our responsibility as the youth, as the new generation. Let's do it our way, but do it in a good way. Let's do our own investigation for what happened. Ask around, try to document yourself. Understand what happened to your country. Listen to many versions and make your own conclusions. Because I know everybody don't speak the same way about what happened. I'm not naive, I know. Everybody lived it differently. It's up to you to give it sense, your own sense, and prioritize moving forward in unity. Because we all lost as a community. There were no winners after what happened. Nobody won anything. We lost. Everyone that lost. Which is why we have to stand together and build our country together. I'm not saying that the loss was equal. No. That's why I understand when people say it's the genocide against a certain group of people, because they were the targets. They were the targets. I mean, I don't know what to say. All I'm saying is, let's get involved in our own way, but I hope we all have the same goal. I hope we all have the same goal of building our country. And if we did it for the last 30 years, we can do another 30 years and another 30 years. And we can keep on doing the same thing on and on for many, many years to come. And I'm sending love to every Rwandan, strength to people who lost their family and friends. A lot of strength, a lot of strength. I can't even imagine what they went through. I can't. And especially for the youth, I don't care if you are a child of the victim of the genocide against the Tutsis, or if you are a child of the people that were responsible of the genocide against the Tutsis. We are together in this. We have to build this. We have to move forward and honor the memory of the ones we lost, and honor the memory of our country. Honor the lives that were lost. We have to move forward together. No division, no separations. No, we are one people at the end of the day, and it's true. We are one. We are one. Yeah, that's it. I'm gonna stop here. I'm happy I got the courage to do this. I hope it helped. Or if it didn't help, at least it helped me. I feel good about me and my country, and I feel good about my country. I love my country, and I'm proud of the journey so far. And I can't wait to see the future. And I'm hopeful that it's so positive, so full of good things. Shout out to all my YouTubers. Shout out to all my Rwandan influencers. I hope this message resonates with everybody. And I hope we can get more courage to also share content in these hard times. It's very intimidating, but we love doing this. We love making content. So yeah, thank you so much for watching, and I will see you in my next video. I love you guys.